Okay, I'm just adding the bit boss. What the fuck? Why did that just add BaseTradeTV? Hello? Why are we... What? What? Hang on, no, copy. Okay, paste. Is link source. Okay, there we go then, eh? I don't know what that was about. I'll fuck around with it later. It's too big. But yeah, as you can see, Wardy and I are kind of in the same boat of like not quite knowing what's going on. Woohoo! But actually, here's the real question, you bunch of goofs. Whoops! No! Ah! Will this work if I load this as a scene? Do you guys want to read fucking manga with me while we're waiting? I know that sounds so cool and so super hetero. Is that gonna work? Oh, it kind of works. It's like too big like that. Whoop. Yo, okay. So, I found this shit. Wait, does that not work if I... It's like too small, too big. Okay, that's not gonna work. No! What? I don't even have this page open! How does that work? It's just going without me! Okay, that's... Never mind. Yo, okay. I don't know how to pronounce this, right? The whole time Zombie was casting, I saw someone tweet about this thing where it's like a girl with social anxiety, but she's like, everyone thinks she's really fucking cool, but she has like super social anxiety, and so it's whatever. Big news. It's called Komi-san wa Komyosho Desu. I can't fucking pronounce it. I tweeted the name of it. I am so hooked on this thing. I don't know what it is. I binged on like fucking 15 chapters while I was waiting for the cast to start today. I wanted to share it with you guys, but it's apparently not gonna work, so never mind there, Lenny. But yeah, so it's 10:55 a.m. and supposedly at 11 a.m. the groups will begin. Now, again, I've messaged both Namshar and Neeb on Skype, but only Neeb's responded, so I don't know what's going on with Namshar. Whether he's here or not. I do see Lambo online, and Optimus will probably be here, so because I know he went to the I think he's actually at Take's place, so they might just do Optimus and Lambo while waiting for Neeb and Namshar. To be honest, guys, I don't really know. I'm not in charge of this. I showed up late to try and cover some matches. Hey, how excited are you guys here to hear me blow my nose, though? Am I right? One sec. Woo! Turned up in here. Yeah, I guess for those who don't know, the reason I've been missing from the cast so much lately is like I'm pretty sick, and it's just been not even taking it easy, just trying to feel better. So chugging Dayquil, drinking lots of water. I actually don't have a lot of energy today, so I've got this totally. Wait, I need to unbrandify this. That's where the sock comes in handy again. This is so stupid. Go in there. All right, there we go. I have this totally unbranded energy drink. It's definitely don't look. It's definitely not Monster. There we go. There we go. I have this. I have I had a foot-long Subway and this brandless energy drink ready to go for today. I think it's against Twitch rules to read copyrighted stuff on stream. Oh, well, good thing I didn't try and do it then. Man, I wish our t-shirt would get approved. I've been like refreshing that thing since I woke up this morning, waiting to see if we could start selling them yet. I'm so excited for this shirt design though. It looks so sick. I guess, well, some of you guys might not have been here yesterday actually to see it. Hold on. Where's the... Let me just check again to see if it's been made yet. No, it's still fucking pending. Okay, well, if you guys missed the design show-off yesterday, since I actually have nothing better to do with my time right now, this is... oh, it's going to make it all tiny again. One sec. It's because it's too big. So it freaks out. This is the design of the new shirt that we've been working on. I commissioned a Japanese artist, and I said, look, I love graffiti style, so do me a favor. I just want BaseTradeTV, like, in the center, big and bold. And I didn't do TV, but I don't really care. I want it big and bold. I want you to use, like, all our emotes. I want you to make it, like, all meme-tastic. And Yo, I love the way this came out. This looks so dope. This looks so sick. I can't wait. I also made the t-shirts about as cheap as I can. I think the option was like 23 something because there's so many colors on it. You can't make it too much cheaper. So I picked the cheapest option possible so we could just... I want this to be a thing for the fans. It's a little bit of the history of the channel. It's all our cool emotes. It's got some memes in there too. If you look closely, there's a lot of cool stuff. So I can't wait. I hope you guys like this too, because of course we made it for the fans more than anything else. But yeah, there's that. I also want to show you guys a cool thing I learned. So, okay, it'll be Lambo versus Optimus because name sure still not here. Cool. All right, Lambo versus Optimus. Please invite when ready. All right, so here's something I learned. Now, as you guys know, there's lighters. Lighters in the world exist. This isn't new. Look, it's a lighter. Ooh, I made fire. Ow, that was actually pretty warm. There we go. Fire. Nothing crazy, right? However, I learned that there are lighters like for your cigarettes, and then I learned there are lighters like for fucking cigars. And holy crap, does this thing... Hang on, I gotta do this back here. Can you guys see the height of that flame? It's actually kind of crazy. I'll do it. Enjoy my fat tummy for a sec. All right, regular lighter, cigar lighter. What the fuck? Why is that such a big difference in things? I bought this thinking it was just a regular lighter, and no, guys, calm down. There's no like 420 fucking blaze it. I don't smoke cigarettes. I just fucking love playing with fire, okay? And I thought I was just buying like a regular lighter. Turns out I bought a cigar lighter apparently. Yeah. All right, so vetoes are getting done, which means we should be getting underway soon, and hopefully this won't take too long. I'm going to ask kindly, of course, that you guys check out the TaKeTV page for this. I believe the entire point of the tournament is to try and fundraise some extra cash for Home Story Cup. Of course, I don't actually know the full details, but I think there's like a donation page or something. So if you want to look into it more, check out TaKeTV's page. It's my best suggestion. Enjoy watching me play with this fidget toy. Woo! But I want to have a poster instead of a t-shirt. Well, maybe we can make it a fucking poster too. I don't know. I just love the idea of it being a t-shirt, dog. If enough people want it to be a poster, we can make it a poster. Hey, what else do you use that sock for? Wearing on your feet, dummy. Look, guys. Okay, we're gonna real talk here for a second. This is parents. Parents, if you're watching with kids, put hands on their ears, okay? This is gonna get like a little bit not safe for work for a second, okay? All right, there's your warning. Like 3, 2, super not safe for work. 1. I know growing up, you always hear about kids like they jerk off into their socks and stuff. First off, I've never understood how you can do that, okay? I know there's probably people here who did and do, and you're not gonna admit it, but like the thing is, socks are not exactly soft. I mean, they're soft enough because they're made of cloth, right? But this isn't something I think you want to put your dick into. So, like, I get that meme, but I've never done it because it just... Plus, it just ruins a good sock. Like, what, you're going to wear that sock again? I don't think so. So these jokes in chat about, like, what else to use the sock for, they're just like this is my head, woo, way above my head because I just don't get it. I don't get it. However... Now you talk to me, well actually, you know what? Let's leave the topic there and end it before we get too far into it. Hey, Fart Falcon, what's up, man? 7 lit? Dude, when the fuck is Meg ever gonna stream again? What happened? I feel like, you know what happened? She probably got like a fucking boyfriend, and now she just never streams. What a jerk. Actually, I know it's because of her PC, but I'm gonna pretend it's the other thing, so I have a reason to hate her without justification. Easy peasy, because I miss her. Alright, Optimus is speaking in chat with a mustache, so I'm hoping that means that the vetoes are almost done. Yeah. So the thing is, okay, real talk while we're waiting. It's actually been a fair amount of time since we've just had to show up and cast. Normally we have to organize things. And while there's some headaches and annoyingness with organizing things, the nice thing is you know what's going on all the time, always. I don't actually know. I'm just being thrown into this. Rifkin has multiple lighters and lives in British Columbia. It's most certainly a 420 thing. Yeah, dude, and I got 2 phones. This is my second phone here. I'm currently waiting for my Pixel to come back. I had to send it away to get repaired. Oops, close that conversation. Girl, why you never reply to me? Ugh. Alright. So I put that down so I don't get distracted by the phone. But what's so silly about the phone, right, is this is an American phone. I got this is I know we love our friends at Ting. Oh, cool! You can see the reflections of the mouse on that. Neat. But this is a T-Mobile phone, right? Turns out for like less money per month that I'm paying for my Canadian phone, I get more options with this phone than like while roaming without extra costs than I do my Canadian phone. It's really frustrating. So what I'm thinking about doing is like actually just canceling my Canadian phone plan, using this as like a permanent hotspot, and just use the data from this forever. It's unlimited data. I don't get that in Canada. There's no options for unlimited data in Canada. We live in the Stone Age. So this is going to be a neat experiment for the next couple months. It's called washing, Rifkin. Gross! I don't feel like that would make the sock wearable again, man. Unless you're washing it with like lava, then you're probably good to go. What's an Artosis pylon? Oh my god. Optimus. Okay, look here. You guys can join me on the in-game camera. See? You're not missing anything. Yo! Optimus. My man. Where the maps at? Actually, is Lambo even online? Yeah, Lambo's on. Actually, Lambo's supposed to be at... I think Lambo's at TaKeTV's place, right? What is it? It is Lambo versus Optimus. Yeah. Should be. Are there going to be any games? No, I'm sorry. There's no games here. We never intended to mislead you, but if you came here with the assumption that we're casting StarCraft, you may have been mistaken. You guys... Is someone hosting or should I? Oh, what's going on here? Takes cast, I have no idea who's hosting. Oh, okay, so we're just waiting. Where the fuck is Saki? He's on. Saki's on the non-sponsored energy drink can. See? Oh fuck. Saki fell over. I'm glad that the energy drink wasn't opened yet. But see, he's alive, sort of. Woo! Boy, that felt really lewd. Alright. Looks like hosting's coming soon. So, almost there, guys. We're almost there. It's just a little bit more waiting. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate it. It's been a long wait. I was gonna start singing the Fast and the Furious song, but yo, that song legit makes me sad. It's been a long road to see you, my friend. I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. I don't know the words and I can't sing. But hey, we're in the lobby. And that's all that really matters. Oh, this is not working so good. So, hopefully, any moment now, we will begin the games. Oh, his eyes again. No. This tape is not working out. I need like hot glue. What's that sound? You hear that? What is that? It's the game! Mr. Pibbles? Actually, what I need to do is make like a miniature headset to put on this guy. He can be the real caster from now on. But alright, Folks, it took it took some time to get here, and we may have lost some sanity along the way, but you're watching TaKeTV's Penthouse Party number 2. It's Group E, baby. And spawning in the upper left, we got the Blue Terran from Dead Pixels. What was that? He misplaced his depot? Awkward. It's Optimus. And his opponent, the bottom right. I actually really enjoyed getting to see this guy over on DreamHack. Recently, it's the Red Zerg, Lambo. Okay, so Lambo, I love to talk about. Actually, I was talking to the players about this, right? Because one of the things I enjoy doing is for folks like Optimus and folks like Lambo, who you will probably know if you've been to the channel. We cast them almost all the time, always here and there, whether it's Corsair Cups, qualifiers for IEM, or you name it. But there's a lot of folks out there who only watch the top of StarCraft. They don't give a good gosh darn if the player's not innovation. And it's really fun for me to tell the stories of these guys, because I think Optimus and Lambo specifically have really been on my radar as like, okay, they're not the A-list players, but they're like the top of the B-list to A-list player type thing. Optimus has seen a recent surgence in performance, and it's been awesome watching him play. But Lambo's been good for a while. In fact, I had a fun time telling Lambo, if you guys go to our YouTube channel, self-promo, right? YouTube.com/BaseTradeTV. One of our top most viewed series is Lambo versus Polt at IEM Katowice. I think it was like a qualifier, or maybe it was a group. I don't remember off the top of my head. But the point is, it's got tons and tons of views, but the comments are full of shit, specifically shitting on me for trying to hype up Lambo. Oh, this caster's got so biased. Like, was he an idiot? He doesn't know that Polt's going to win. But for me, the whole thing about that was like just telling people who Lambo was, because I know from having cast Lambo in the past, he's actually been able to take games off of folks like Polt, etc. So it was kind of, I told this story to him, and he was kind of like, cool, what's the point? And I'm like, dude, because every time I cast you, I love talking about you, but people give me so much crap and garbage for it. I really like casting Lambo, guys, so you're going to hear a little bit of bias in this one, of course, but Optimus has quite, I don't know, impressed me recently. He's had several series versus Snoot specifically that have made me just kind of go like, oh, okay, this Terran's worth watching for TVZ. But TVZ right now, I gotta be honest, this used to be my favorite matchup. I think right now PvT's looking pretty dank, and PvP's been a lot of fun, especially with folks like Neeb and Showtime. If you guys missed the Corsair Cup finals yesterday, that was a good PvP. But TVZ has fallen off for me quite a bit, and I think part of it's just because the styles are stale. When there's like a chance to have people like Beastie pull out Mech and make these other builds work once in a while, it was always cool to see that. You see Beyond play with perfection, and that's like another level. But like regular TVZ, for me, is no longer that exciting. We'll get some Bit Boss action coming in from Castellana. This is double whammy. I think the Bit Boss thing's broken, but thank you for the bits. Do appreciate it. We'll see how if it stays or breaks. I guess. So it is Zombie Grub's birthday for those who missed it, and a big part of like why I'm taking over the latter half of the cast is so she could spend time with her mom and go see movies and do stuff with, I'm presuming, her friends. But I would totally love to be able to surprise her with some extra bits and stuff. So if you guys got it in you, like, I didn't tell her this, but I'm gonna give her all the bits from today. So anything in all, just happy birthday to Zombie Grub type thing. But Reaper's getting a little bit of damage done with this Hellion. I don't think this is going to be enough to really kill that hatchery, of course, but this is putting a lot of damage into it. And this is something where maybe a drop later does more than kill a couple of drones, and maybe even just kills the hatchery straight up. But he's going to walk away from this and not take anything. Hellion's mostly unscathed. As the Viking clears up the Overlords at home, this is going to be really nice for Optimus. It removes that danger of scouting, but most importantly, that threat of like potential drops or anything really weird that could come out of Lambo. So this one Viking is a really nice safety, and there we go, catches the other Overlord too. While this goes on, however, he continues the pressure on the other side of the map. Hellions don't do much than tickle Queens, so he's going to be driven off this pretty quickly. It's still just Lings. Lambo's not moved towards Roaches, and he's not pushing out a really fast layer, but he does have double Evo chambers, which I find really interesting. There we go. And it's going to be melee. Okay. So this is probably going to be a Ling Muta, and that's totally fine. But I am wondering if Lambo will be playing to a faster hive style with this. We've been seeing that, I think, a lot more commonly. You look at Nurchio, True, and amongst others, and like 7-minute hives are a lot more standard than not. But with the fact that the layer's still not on the way, it looks like it's going to just be this for a while. Now, this is where it gets really scary, right? You get a lot of Hellions. You get this Raven with auto turrets locked and loaded. A Viking's been very annoyingly cleaning up Overlord, so at some point Lambo might even get supply locked. I was kind of hoping we'd see the Raven pair up with that frontline push. Hellbats, after all, gonna put down that point defense turn. You nullify all that queen damage, but Raven's going to the natural base looking for some auto turret harass while these Hellbats chase back the queens. But a Spore Crawler and a queen push it back, so it's not gonna be able to throw those down just yet. But these Hellbats are scary, man. This isn't mech by any means, but it's an attack that needs to be dealt with. Auto turrets still haven't come into play. Raven's still just kind of biding its time in the back. It's got about 2 auto turrets worth of energy locked and loaded. So it's looking to get a couple of worker kills. I mean, if Lambo pulls quickly, it won't be that many, but this will be a nice scout as he'll reveal, ooh, what's that? But a layer on the way. Oh, it looks like the Bit Boss is working. Bacon Hero killed Castellana. No! I like when he streams when he's on his meds. I mean, meds in this instance are Dayquil and what's soon to be maybe a not monster energy drink. Wink. Downtime does crazy things to a man. Actually, if the Raven goes back home and repairs, that'd be awesome for continuing to clean up creep tumors, because then you won't have to worry about scans. But while this goes on, Optimus didn't skip a beat on his macro. He's got a lot of barracks. Production's looking fantastic. His upgrades are a little bit behind that of his opponent. And that's going to suck a bit, I suppose. But if Lambo gets stalled out on layer tech... Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. What? Okay. I like this. Well, let me back this up. I just died to this on ladder, like, I want to say 10 minutes before I went live. Now, granted, when I'm talking about me playing ladder, this is like low masters bullshit, okay? But I lost a player who went Hydras, and I don't know. In the past, like you take contrast for what was in the past. It was Roach Hydra. It wasn't Ling Baneling Hydra. It was Roach Hydra. And back then, Hydras were really frail and weak and not so good. Now they got 10 more health than they had in the past. They got speed out the wazoo. I honestly don't think this is going to be a bad choice at all. Hydra's going to be a lot of extra damage behind whatever he puts on the front line, whether that's a lot of Banelings or whether that's a lot of Zerglings or a good mix of both. Thank you, Anubis Hades, by the way. Big love. Optimus, though, oh boy, he's got to be careful. Those Banelings are too plentiful and those Lings are too many. He's going to have to pick up and try and get out of there whatever he can. Unfortunately, he loses most of his forces for naught. Ravens on the backside. Auditor's coming down. Going to slice up some drones really quick. Damn. That goes from like 3 workers killed to 10 in an instant. Behind the middle lines, trying to focus down. No speed on these Banelings just yet, so they don't have that extra health. But there's just no firepower from Optimus. You can't really be killed thanks to the Medivacs, but he doesn't have a lot of killing power himself either. This is where the Hydra is going to be kind of cool. I think Terran players are really used to just seeing the mutas running away, eventually unloading, trading out, dying, etc. But Hydra is straight up Shrek Medivacs. Like, if you want to see a Medivac die really quick, watch a Hydra stutter step near it, right? That's the logic here. So, I don't know if Optimus has seen Hydralisks yet. I know he hasn't been to the main to scout and he hasn't scanned. And Hydras are really unorthodox, but there we go. Now, if you didn't know before, he certainly knows now. I love the continued use of the Ravens while this goes on. 16 workers killed, it's not bad. Now, going back to the point of the past for a moment, a big part of like fighting Hydras was just having either lots and lots of Widow Mines, which we don't see in play here, or you'd have like just more bio. Concaves were important and Medivacs were really good. I kind of fear though this is not going to be the game for Optimus, where right now his army supply is okay, but I don't think he's actually got the bio numbers to take on these Hydras. You have a lot of those Marines just pop off to the Banelings, and what's left's going to have to deal with the Hydras, and what's left's going to be like Marauders, which do not trade well with Hydras. Not at least in the numbers we currently see. Tanks will be kind of cool, because I guess tanks have changed a lot since the past too. You're going to have those big shots going off with the really slow recoils, but I still don't know if that'll be good or bad in this. Well, the attack is about to be underway, so we'll find out whether this will stand or not. Those Marauders are not in the front lines. They need to be there to soak the Banelings. If the Marauders can soak the Baneling hits, the Marines have the damage to contest these Hydras. But boy, this is still going to be rough. There's a lot of creep he's got to go through first. Those tanks are going to be just forced to waste shots on tumors possibly. Big Concave getting set up out of Lambo. He's looking to hit from 3 different angles possibly on this. And this might just be a... Ooh, I want to see too hard fight to take. Optimus is not in the best position for this. Flank from behind with the Banelings. Takes out the Marines immediately. Tanks aren't hitting much of anything. The Marines are already picked up in the medevacs. That's not a good sign. Collapses, crushes, and Lambo's army's looking too good. Optimus... I don't think this is a thing he can do, frankly. Even with a planetary fortress up and running, there's no SCVs here to really repair it. Hydras will chew through it, cancels it to try and save it. Not going to happen. There's not a lot of Banelings left, but honestly, I don't think he needs them. He's up double the supply in what is almost purely Hydras. And hell, if he's really feeling desperate, go for some lurkers, right? But this is looking to be a little bit too much. Command center does fall. Production's not going to cut it. Optimus is on the ropes, and Lambo is just walking through game 1. GG. Hydras. Oh my. Yo, what is this stupid clip that just got linked? Rifkin shares sock stories. I've never understood how you can do that, okay? I know there's probably people here who did and do and you're not going to admit it, but like the thing is... Oh, that story. Yo, my audio just sounded like it was clipping though. Yo, fam, how is the audio? It sounds blown out. Hold up, I gotta listen. You guys are gonna hear the repeat, sorry. Hydras. Not at least in the numbers we currently see. Maybe that's just that clip? I don't know. Am I peeking in the red? Ah! Yeah, I wanna yell. Okay, hold up. There we go. Should peek a little bit less. Just the sliders around. Whoa, don't look at this. Map 2 is gonna be Proxima Station. What do you think of this map, good buddy? Oh, well, I think this is a map from the old map pool. Why aren't we using the new maps? That's a great question. Maybe it's because they're all fucking terrible? Well, Rifkin, just because you lost on Blood Boil and vetoed it out of rage doesn't make them all bad. Yeah, these maps are fucking garbage, dude. 1 gas at the 3rd? That's so stupid. Well, maybe you should learn to play something other than mech that requires a lot of gas. I say, fuck you, dude. If I can't build battlecruisers, I don't want to play StarCraft. You know, I'm just gonna play, guys. I'm so good at ventriloquism. You can't even see my mouth moving while I do this. Right now we're just waiting on Lambo to join us in the lobby. I didn't actually ask. I believe these are best of 3s, right? Best of 3, right? Typing with a sock puppet is retarded. Look, I said the word again. I did specifically because I see you in chat who was trying to call me out for it earlier. Rifkin, you're trying too hard to bring us quality content. Oh, the irony. Alright. Zombie Grub's mic's a little too quiet. Yeah, I can barely hear her. Yo, Zombie Grub, I think you're muted. She's not listening. She's busy getting drunk. It's my birthday. Okay, game number 2. This gentleman down here is unfortunately feeling the burn after that first game. We'll see how he retaliates. In the bottom left, we have the blue Terran, Optimus. Top right, we've got the blue. Nope. The opposite of blue. Oh, cool. The camera just locked. It's Lambo. Hey, so here's the PSA I put out on the Twitters, but if anyone's observing StarCraft and you have this problem... Oh, I just fixed it by accident. Well, I was just going to say you can quickly do 1 CE and that'll fix it too. But apparently Wardy says you can just double tap and that'll work too. Either way, it's a 3-button press scenario. Excuse me, I'm not drinking on the job. So So my Switch not working with Chromecast, Rifkin. I don't know, dude. I'm not an engineer. I just show up to talk. And sometimes I don't even do that very well. In fact, actually, I do need to bring back 1 sec. Awkward! Sorry about that. Anywho, and anyways, Optimus ended up finding a composition that has not been common for a while. Hydralisks and Banelings. I think at the end of the day, when you think about what Zerg can offer, whether it's Ravagers, whether it's Hydras or Ultralisks, like the idea is that the Banelings are the part you expect. They're meant to tear through the Marines, and then the question is, what's left? Can it deal with Hydras? And in that scenario, it's actually kind of cool if you think about it, like taking it one step further for Lambo. Okay, Marauders and Siege Tanks. What do those things not deal bonus damage against? Light units. Well, boom, that's where Hydras is going to be really amazing. That's kind of cool to consider. I love you guys in chat. Wait, Rifkin's doing that? I thought it was the sock all along. Yeah, it's a skill I've had since I was a wee lad. But anyways, as far as compositional changes go, I will say, even with the nerfs to the damage, in my experience at least, Liberators are still a fantastic way to deal with folks who are going Hydras. Hydras have got a lot of damage, but they do not kill Liberators fast enough, and if the Liberators have any upgrades, oh, things get bad real quick. So, granted, this is coming from someone who likes to be disgusting and play Sky Terran and just go straight to battle cruisers and doesn't know how to play the game at a professional level. That being said, if it is going to be Hydralisks that are the main problem, that is definitely a solution. But the problem is, I think most regular Terran compositions, they don't really encompass going for Liberators, much less Liberators with range. I think that on this map, though, it'd be kind of cool to see. There's a lot of chokes and a lot of predictable pathing, so you can certainly set up for it. But that is all hinging on the fact that we assume Lambo would go Hydralisks again. It's a big question mark there, though. Now, last time, of course, the Hellions and the Reaper didn't get to do too much. Yeah, a little bit of damage, but really it was mostly on a hatchery, and that hatchery never died, so who the hell cares? More Hellions skirt across the map, and maybe 4 of them can actually run past the Queens and start frying up some drones. That'd be awesome for Optimus. It goes in a little bit early. I'm not sure about this. I think waiting for the other Hellions might have been better, because the biggest problem he's faced with right now is like those 2 Queens do just barely enough damage to shut down 2 Hellions, but they can't shut down 4, much less 6. But with 16 Lings coming out, I think Lambo should be fine. Now, I'm looking at the vision really quick, and he never got in here to scout that back, so he doesn't actually know that this was like a pretty late 3rd hatchery. But that's not the point of what you want to scout. You really want to see that faster layer. Lambo, what are you planning with this, man? This is like the world's fastest Mutalisk, which I wouldn't agree with. But if this was something super dank like a Nidus Worm, I could get behind it. He's gonna catch a lot of these Lings for free, actually. That's really nice for Optimus. Good pick off there. He is coming up with Ravens as a follow-up. Auto turret's gonna do a lot of damage. They did I kind of give it to Optimus. He may have lost that game, but he did kill a lot of workers. A lot of it through Raven harass, and that was kind of cool to see. Not sure if he'll be able to pull that off again, though. With the faster layer leading to a faster spire, there's going to be the anti-air that there was lacking before. But one of the Hellions goes down for one of the Queens. I'm a little bit supply blocked right now. That Viking's been a little bit annoyed. He's already had 3 kills on it, though. I thought he just picked off like a couple of Overlords, but 4's not bad. And Lambo might be thinking about a Spire, but he's not going to be able to afford that many Mutalisks if he has to rebuild like 5 Overlords. I don't know if we get this one. No way. What? Oh, he wants to go for it. Oh, it cost him the Viking, but a 5th Overlord made that so cost efficient. However, I think, okay, the Raven only just now sees the lair, and for the first time sees the Spire. So there was definitely some like asterisk work here in terms of like not knowing what Lambo was gonna go for. Shots fired. Nothing big. Cleans that one up pretty nicely, actually. Lings are awesome. I don't know if you guys saw, actually, speaking of Lings, they posted some proposed changes to the Thor, and one of the changes was giving them extra armor, with the logic behind it that the extra base armor would make them a little bit more tanky and more durable against things like wings and surrounds. And I really wonder how that'll look if that actually goes through. I am sad that Thors aren't really part of the game. I think they're super cool. Actually, I know Nate's lurking in chat. Nate's got like the coolest Thor. He's like the only guy in the universe who has like the Wings of Liberty collector's edition skin. So he's got the Thors with the super dank wings. Ah, and Namshar just replied on Skype. So looks like him and Neeb won't get walked over, or however. I guess they will in fact play after this. But the stream is incredibly behind schedule. Supposedly, a lot of these games were supposed to start like an hour and a half ago. So, unfortunately, that one got delayed. We'll see if that still is going to play or not, though. People in chat getting uppity about casting styles. I don't know what to tell you, man. I can certainly understand that you might not like the way I or ZombiRob or someone else talks about the game, but there's a lot of other people who do, so I'm not really here to cater to you, my friend. I guess it's not really my friend either, so apologies. On the upside, you got 1080p, it's at 60 FPS, and my observing is only half bad, not entirely bad, so it's always that mute option. Although, I'm gonna be honest, I'm currently working my career towards a stand-up dad comic, so I'd appreciate if you stick around for the bad jokes and the sock humor. Thank you for all these bits coming in, guys. Bacon Hero once again, the bit boss. And I'll get the sub. I guess I missed a lot of subs actually while we were messing around earlier, so after this game's done, let's get some time out of game. Let's go through and do a massive amount of shout-outs, so thank you all. But cleaning up a lot of creep tumor and supply, not quite on his side, but Optimus does have 1-1 for upgrades. Over Lambo. Well, Lambo's weapons just finished up. What am I saying? Armor's gonna be finishing up here in a second too. So yeah, never mind. Upgrade's not as big of a deal. It'll be nice to have versus the mutas though. Raven unfortunately does get cleaned up as predicted. How many workers total did that thing get? 10 throughout the game. Not bad. Income all over the place, jumping up and down. But I guess that part of it is just transferring workers and pulling them away from the auto turrets. So yeah, spikes right back up to normal. Mules can only go so far. I think like if a fourth base comes out of Optimus, then this game's gonna go long. But right now, there's so much of this that's just pushing towards trying to get a lot of army. It doesn't have that many SCVs, but a couple of Hellbats is a little bit unorthodox. They'll help soak some of the hits, I guess, which would be cool. And they'll deal a good amount of splash damage. But while this goes on, Link set up for a counter. There's no wall. Oh, there's not even a wall. Maybe these Widowmines can burrow and save the day. But there's not even a wall. The Marauder doesn't even turn around. It's a little bit late. Raises the depots at the top, so at least this doesn't get too crazy, but he is going to lose SCVs for this. This pulls the majority of his army back home. Well, he does go into the main, but the main's caught by the mutas, and oh, one of the medevacs almost sniped off immediately. Marine's going to try and trade out with 1 or 2 of these mutas, and that'll be dandy. In fact, he might even get 3 or 4, which would be awesome. But let's not forget, while this goes on, he still loses 10 workers in his refineries. So a little bit of feels bad moments here for Optimus, but at least he didn't lose the medevacs. Man, I was clapping like I'm rapid casting, talking like I tweet, but I don't think there's really a way to get back into that main. Entry's kind of been denied, so meeting up with the rest of his army and just pushing might be the best answer. However, Lambo's setting up for what looks to be some Overlord drops down here to the south. That'd be really cool to see if he can pull those off, but he might need to pull the army back home. Lambo is not in a position right now where he's got enough army supply that he can just kind of say F it and YOLO. Like, he still actually has to play pretty conservative for what he has. Hellbats go down pretty quick, actually. Hellbats didn't really do much of anything. A lot of the Widowmines are still off of cooldown, however, so as he advances those forward, he might just get some pretty sweet hits on maybe the mutas, maybe the banelings. But Marauders in the front line, they're just trying to soak some of the hits. They know that the banelings are going to try and walk past, so that's where the Widowmines come into play. Lots of Marines left over, and these can collapse on top of those mutas. Lambo does not have enough to just simply snowball. 17 will die to these Marines. Banelings going to come in again for round 3 or 4. Most of the Marauders are gone, though. Most of the banelings taken up by that Widowmine shot. The armies are really getting small on both sides of this, but it's looking like Optimus is still going to be enough to push through. Those banelings, though, just a couple of right hits could still make this go very much in the favor of Lambo. Keep in mind, Lambo, like, you know, he did expand. He's on 4 bases. He's not looking too shabby. But his attempt to, I guess, set up for the drop down here was kind of shut down. He had to bring the army back home. Creep spread all over the place, giving a lot of mobility, but unfortunately, there's not that much to clean up. Optimus actually dives into the main with those low medevacs from earlier. Dangerous as this may be, Mutalisks were not here to catch them. Thank you, Boak. Get to that in a second. These Marines do get surrounded. Oh, pick it up. What? How? No! Ah! They're gonna get out of there alive. Lambo's gonna be so pissed. I don't even understand how Optimus gets out of there alive. The balls on this guy. Am I right? Okay. Well, this goes on. The front push continues. He's cleaning up a lot of creep. Concern is the medevacs are still kind of low. Going back in for round 3 is more than dangerous, but the Mutalisks are drawn here to the south, so it might not be a problem. Still not that many Widowmines, but plenty of Marines still standing. Lots of banelings ready to meet them, too. He should have baked them into the Widowmine shots. Goes off on the Overseer. I mean, he ends up bringing this to meet up with the rest of the army, just trying to make it as big and consolidated as possible. But I guess what's kind of cool is when you know the Mutalisks are down to the south chasing the army, that does mean medevacs with almost no health could possibly fly to the main. I say possibly with a big asterisk, though. This is... okay, positioning the Widowmines, so they go off. They don't hit the banelings. Marines don't get the baneling hit. Style, he wants that to go. He's got to keep the Marines alive, so he's got anti-air for the Mutas. Unfortunately, though, a lot of the Marines do go down, and Marauders cannot shoot up despite best intentions. So Lambo, he's going to chase Optimus back. A couple more Widowmines come into play. Looking for that shot. Looking for that one beautiful hit. Takes out most of the links. Now Marines joining that front line. And once again, this is getting a little bit dire. There's not that much anti-air. Optimus can't seem to consolidate his forces. He can't quite get the Marine count up enough to stop these Mutas. Marauders are still standing, but who the hell cares? The Mutas aren't going down, even with that Widowmine hit popping off the way it did. 11 Marines at a time. And Optimus, he's like on the verge of making this happen, but he's going to lose so many Marauders before those Marines are out. The medevacs are gone. There's no healing. Oh, this is so expensive. These are bad losses on both sides of the field. But Lambo's taking the worst side of it. With another Widowmine manages to go off, he's going to lose almost all the remaining Mutalisks. Oh my god, I can't believe any of these Marauders are still alive, but I guess that's where armored and armor upgrades end up being really nice. Marauders on 4 armor. Don't care about Glaveworm bounces. That reactor pickoff is going to be really nice. Link's starting to flood in with the Marauders not on the front line. Scans going down. These are like the GG scans. These are the, like, I gotta contemplate whether it's over. He says it's over, and Lambo ends up taking the series 2-0. The very smooth finish. Oh, hold on. I gotta get my Codecaster back. Oh no! Where did his other eyeball go? There we go. And this is difficult. Yo, so did anyone see my IRL stream adventures at Subway earlier? I almost found true love this morning, guys. But okay, before we do commercials, hop to the next series. Where the hell is Twitch alerts? Actually, not that open. Twitch alerts. Shout out to the current bit boss, the reigning king Boak. 1,100 bits is dad jokes for the win. And then my voice is feeling a little bit sore, so Saki, why don't you catch up on those resubs and those new subs for us? Okay, well. Oh man, I really wish this tape would stick better. Maybe I just got to use something other than $1. Maybe it's too big. Oh, hang on. I want to make sure I don't miss me, please. All right. I think Roddy subbed at the end of Zombie Grub streams, so I'm gonna go from there. Fishy1337, thank you for the 6 months. Castiana 35 is a long time to be subbed to the channel. Actually, I think I keep changing Saki's voice. It used to be jamming. Well, now it's all. It's like the Terminator. Okay. Get to the chopper, Anubis X Hades. Thank you for the resub. Optimus, 27 months. IPX74. Go, Penthouse party. And yeah, we're gonna go to commercial break, guys. So maps are being hosted. We're gonna get into Neeb versus Namshar. See you soon.